Battle spirit, I'm just hitting combinations. Competition ain't in my division, looking like some light work. My drag will put you through the ceiling, I'm about to go berserk. Supernova, let them know I'm always repping that red side. That vibe right, we all right. No chance y'all be all right. No matter if you black, purple, yellow, red, or white.
Yo, we back. We here. What's good, y'all?
Living the dream.
How y'all feeling?
Warm and cozy.
Dog, you in the Midwest. I could understand why, like, the need to feel warm and cozy is a real thing.
Well, what you mean? You further east than us. You next to the water. What do you? That's isn't it colder out there than it is here?
Actually, not. I moved to the South, so it's southern enough to have Waffle House, but not southern enough to be hot all the time.
I mean, Waffle House exists up here too. As a matter of fact, I'm like 10 minutes from one, not even. But then again, I also live in the middle of nowhere, Ohio.
Yeah, I'm 7 minutes from a Waffle House. I was not 7 minutes from a Waffle House in Maryland. Like, the other part of Virginia, Northern Virginia, does not have a Waffle House, which is crazy. So when we go to BlerdxCon, there's no Waffle House nearby.
Which is a tragedy, really, because
it's a travesty of our life. But you know, we dug it out.
That you Southerners, for you, love Waffle House because it was not that good for me. And maybe it's because we have Coney Islands, so I know superior food. And don't fight me.
You have OHOP, and I would go to OHOP all day over Waffle House.
That's true.
Mm-hmm. OHOP? What's my
the OHOP? Original house of pancakes.
Yeah.
See the slavery on the wall and taste it in the pancakes. It is delicious.
Yo, the pancakes are bomb as fuck. And blueberry pancakes, that thick ass bacon, the fact that they come out with the like little creamer for the coffee and the syrup. Man, listen.
All right, so
it's like
a thing called OHOP, not IHOP. OHOP.
Mm-hmm.
Original House of Pancakes. It's like if Cracker Barrel served better food. That's what OHOP is.
Interesting.
All the racism and better food.
Yeah, because I mean, I was at the Cracker Barrel. I went to Cracker Barrel one time, and I was like, "This seems." Because this is when I was a child. I had no context as to what the fuck was happening here, and I'm just like, the vibe in this place just feels
racist.
But you're right. I don't remember the food, so I mean, I guess I will have to take that for a spin next time I'm in Maryland. Or do I have to? Or is that a Michigan trip for me?
That's a Michigan.
Just come visit. We could do a Midwest Trap House breakfast day. You can get some real pancakes in your life.
Yo, don't do that without me. I'd be up there.
Look, all you got to do is say, "Hey, I am going to visit the folks. Make sure you make the drive out." Detroit is what, 4 hours for me, maybe? So yeah, no, that's fine. I can make that work.
Say less. You know I'd be there. As long as Mona Hoke promises to grill, I would sit around and let her read Dick Fight Island to us.
You mean Shona, because he is the meat master.
Let me get the meme ready.
Because in the there's ways.
There's ways you could have said that, and then there's ways that just flipped out. Like there was no reason for you to just be like, my husband is the meat master. All right, man. I did not need to know who butters your bread.
Hear me out. That is how we refer to him in our barbecue circles.
Which is
because
fine.
The meat is so delicious.
It's absolutely okay. But you follow that particular, those two words together right after a sentence involving Dick Fight Island, you probably
you can't, like, you lost me every time. Like, I was there and I was like, yo, I'd show up for food, and then you were like, yeah, the meat master, and then boom. And that shit right there. Cut the music. Stop that shit.
No,
The chef. See, those
Anyway, we didn't even get the introductions. We talking about meat masters and like dicks and whatnot. I am Maul, your favorite friendly neighborhood menace. If you haven't noticed, I am always on some menace shit because clearly I'm showing up for anime, manga, and apparently the meat master to make some bomb meat on the grill. So no homo, no diddy. That's what we say. We don't say no homo. We say no diddy in this house for the next 4 years or so. Because, good lord, that boy's going to jail, staying in jail. But yeah, I'm gonna stay right here in the trap house where everything's cool. And I am joined this side. I am joined by my friends. Say hello, Princess Monohoke.
Hello. What's good, John? Happy to be here. I'm clearly tripping tonight. Hello, everyone.
Hey, yo, she tripping, she riding, she slipping, she slide like dun, 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 dun. But yeah, we here. We are joined by the man in space or whatever his background is.
No, you had it right. I'm orbiting.
All right, cool. I was like, that's space.
Fuck this. If you watch any amount of news, fuck this. I'm out. I'm gonna go live out here. So, the nice man from Ohio, the allegedly nice man from Ohio, Black Zorro. I am happy to be here today. Looking forward to catching up with y'all. It's been a minute. I missed game night. I'm a little bit sad about that.
I just want to say the fact that you put Black Zorro, knowing that Zorro don't like black people, is crazy. And I've always thought that was like the craziest nickname for someone who like takes out black people.
I don't understand what you're referring to. The way I see it, that man has equal opportunity hands. And there's a couple of other instances of that in the anime world as where not as where.
I don't know, man. He sees a brown person and goes ham.
It's not his fault that every time that he runs into someone that is extra powerful that needs to be dealt with, that Luffy is too busy to deal with,
they just happen to be melanated.
They happen to be a person that would be quote unquote DEI. So that's what this is. I don't understand why he's catching these allegations when it just goes to show that anyone can get it because everyone has to get it at some point.
Zoro is just the one that says, "I want the black one."
I'll take that melanated fellow in the corner.
Why is that?
That is not. No, he is not singled out anyone like that, though. Who is he singled out like that?
First of all, he saw a nigga under a mask and was like, he smells like a nigga.
No, that is not what happened.
Definitely seen King and was like, that's a black nigga shit.
Look. I will admit that shit with King looked terrible. I read that and I'm like, oh no, he's black. Why?
Black skin, white wings. Oh no, it's a rat.
Why, Oda? Why have you done this?
Hey, why did that boy power up when he seen black skin? Is all I'm asking.
That is not how that played out, though, and y'all know it. He was trying to figure out when he could hurt the man. It just so happens
that he hurt him when he found out he was black.
Trying to figure out when he can hurt the man?
That's more or less what it was. It just so happened that Albert happened to be a black man.
As soon as this hard ER step out of line, I'm gonna beat his ass. Exactly how he feels.
I'm done with the boat.
Listen, I'm not saying that Zoro learns his best power-ups when he's facing a black person, but the same thing happened with Mr. One. He said, I can't cut steel, and then said, I'm gonna have to learn to cut steel right now.
And how was that his fault? He was in a life or death situation. Mr. One was about to kill this man.
So was Mihawk. And guess what he didn't do?
Because he couldn't.
He didn't learn a power up.
He couldn't. He couldn't. There wasn't no power up in the world that was going to get Zoro to Mihawk at that point.
Luffy exuded Conqueror's Haki damn near from day one. Every time he clashed with somebody with it, it exuded.
Conqueror's Haki.
Zoro used it to take out a black man.
They had, you got, oh my God. We're not doing this. We're not.
We're going to stop defending that man.
You can beat me in court, but you can't beat these allegations.
The racism is in 4K.
Look. The court of public opinion is one thing, and nobody can defeat that.
Zoro would if it was black.
No, it wouldn't.
Quickly.
Expeditiously.
Tired of those. This is not what we're here for today.
Sorry, I've known you for the last 6 years, and I needed to get that off my chest for the last 6 years. I
never thought the man was racist. I still don't think he's racist, but whatever, it's cool. Y'all can I've been reading the same manga as you, my guy.
And you never for once thought, damn, he ain't gonna never beat these allegations?
Oh no, I believe me, I have thought this multiple times, especially with that shit with King. I absolutely thought it after he knocked King's mask off. I'm like, oh my God. It's like Oda's doing this shit on purpose at this point.
The animation even got better.
Racist, and I feel like it's a political statement that if somebody is strong and cool enough, people are willing to overlook the obvious flaws that they have. Oda is always...
He's out of line, but he's right.
I wish I'd said she, but...
Nah.
So I don't know. I feel like at some point we're gonna get some information from Oda that kind of tells us the truth. But it's obvious. It's obvious. He's making it obvious. Nothing that man has done thus far has been a mistake. And if he has made a mistake, he's fixed it quickly.
But that's what I'm trying to say.
Super quick.
How are we supposed to? So it automatically makes someone racist if the author draws for the most part, the number twos of each one of these crews as a minority? That's what happens?
So if the author draws nothing but big titties, are we not meant to assume that he likes big titties?
Yeah, but at the same time, are we also here to assume that Eiichiro Oda is a racist?
No, we're not saying that Oda is a racist. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that I don't think it's too far-fetched to assume that he would write a racist into the crew, make it subtle, obvious, however you want to look at it, to kind of drive home a point. That is what I'm saying. I'm not implying that Oda is racist, but Oda has... I mean, look at some of the themes of One Piece. We've seen blatant racism.
No doubt. No. Look. In theory, that's not as fucking crazy as it sounds, Monohoke. Facts.
Everything with the Fishmans is not seen as black people in prejudice, because the way that they get justified and done, you also live under the fucking ocean.
Let's take this shit in context, though. The Horty Jones and his group was actively trying to kill everyone else around them, though. Actively.
One bad apple does not make for the entire Fishman crew.
And
everybody else is trying to live, and they told these niggas to stay the fuck away from Hobie.
Let me go ahead and go down the list. We've got Axeham Morgan. We've got
Pan Fellow.
Daz Bones.
Pan Fellow.
Who went down after Mr.
Oh no, how'd you leave out Mr. Seven before Daz Bones? Because that was definitely another black man. Could not mistake that Jerry curl.
When the live action, he was a black man. I don't know if he was a black man.
Nah, that was the previous Mr.
I know who you're talking about. That's what I was saying. I know in the live action they cast a black man to play Mr. Seven, but I don't know what Seven looked like in the manga.
All right, I'll give you that one. But then the other guy that was with Miss The one who could drop the kilo fruit, or was that the ton fruit? No, it was the kilo fruit. The bomb man, the one who was shooting his boogers. He was also black.
Or 6? Was it? I don't know. Look. I will concede that these allegations are going to be very hard to beat, but honestly, the man just takes out threats, and that's just kind of what the threat assessment.
Pika wasn't even the biggest threat.
Who wasn't the biggest?
Pika was not the.
At that moment,
Luffy was fighting 2-1.
At that moment, Pika was the biggest threat.
There were mad threats all over the island.
Yeah, and Pika was doing the most.
Yeah, but instead of stopping the stream, you could have taken out Doflamingo.
The stage being alive is not a problem to you, then that's just bad tactics.
Right. But if you know you can defeat this nigga and that would stop the strings, help that nigga. Especially after you know Luffy's down for 7 to 10 minutes.
That was so much later than what we're talking about.
Right. But he drops Pika and then doesn't run over to Doflamingo. Doesn't run over to any other combatant. He took out the brown fellow that he wanted.
Bro, if by that time, Pika was already down. He was helping slowing the cage down. Luffy's got that.
I don't know. Sounding real convincing otherwise.
No.
We all know that he's racist. You remember when Oda was giving us people had the fan theories about the origin countries of the One Piece characters, and Zoro is a Japanese man.
And what do Japanese people not canonically like? Real life. Because Gojo's also a racist, and we just gloss over that.
How racist is Gojo? I have not seen that yet. Or maybe I have, and I just...
Oh, it's further in the manga. You'll get there.
Okay, fair enough.
Like, Gege hates Gojo so much that he made him a racist towards the end. Not in the beginning, but in the end. Just to be like, yeah, he's not as popular. You should love Yuji.
That's hilarious.
First, don't Gege hate train all the way for me. All the way. Thing I care about that came out of JJK at this point is the love story between Gojo and Geto, because just get it on, boys. And Maki. I care about nothing else coming out of there. Nothing.
Oh, I love Maki. I was so mad reading it. Like, one of my friends told me I should buy the volume because reading it weekly, he said that he broke his hand and like trying to like illustrate it. It was.
That's why it's so ugly?
Yeah. But he said it got redone for the manga, for the volume that was coming out. So the volume is better than the manga chapter.
I'm tired of that. A bull to the color red. Precisely. Please tell this man. He don't want to see truth or reason.
You don't. Listen, some people just won't escape allegations. He won't escape these allegations either. Whoever illustrated Togen Anki, there's nothing but titties everywhere. There's titties and short skirts everywhere. I've made it 12 episodes deep, and I can guarantee you, the one in the white shirt, the tank top, she's a doctor. I got to the episode, and she looks at the kid, and I mean kid, and goes, "Oh, you see these? You want to see them?" Lifts her shirt, and I'm like, bro, is this your dream? You're living as this character, like, vicariously.
Why must... See, and this is why. This is why anime nerds will never beat the weird allegations. Because why am I trying to watch this in my living room and this grown-ass woman just showed this child her titties?
And that's...
Why?
Look.
Why? And
the top one on the left is like a high school student.
I'm tired. I'm tired of high school students in my anime. I don't want it anymore. I'm so tired.
You know, that was one of the things I did appreciate the most about Kaiju number 8. That guy was my age. That's
the main reason I love it so much.
That guy.
Because it's like,
that guy's my age. Like, yeah, no,
please give me someone old. Please give me someone my age that I can look at and be like, that's me. He's the guy who failed and had to keep coming back. That's me. I mean, no, that's not me.
That's definitely not me. He's way too nice to 20-year-olds. Way too nice. But
they be talking all types of shit to him, and he takes it. I'm not old. Fuck you, little nigga.
Right. I don't fucking lie. Disrespectful sons of bitches.
Yeah. These YNs have to see me, dog. You're not gonna show up at my job telling me all types of shit. But Togen Anki, it's a pretty solid anime. Honestly, if it's like Dead Man Wonderland meets JJK.
But am I gonna be distracted by all the titties?
That sounds
definitely titties every which way.
Sometimes you want to enjoy the story without.
I tried watching a show that was mostly titties for the story. I really did. I really, really did. It didn't. I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. Too much titties.
Was it Fire Force?
No. Although I didn't get through Fire Force, but that was for different reasons. I was mostly because I got through the first season and was not blown away. I don't know. I just never finished it. I'll have to go back through that one. But no, the show I was referring to was shit, it's been so long. Fucking I think it was called Quasar or some shit like that. I started that one and then it was like this one's no. I saw y'all try to lean into the titty thing and it's just like it was a bad attempt.
Yeah, that's why I hate isekais. Like I've gotten through like one episode of Jobless Reincarnation and just never went back for it. Like people are like, yo, it's peak isekai, and it's like, no, he's a peak pervert. Like that motherfucker needs help. And the fact that y'all love this so much tells me one thing.
Wait.
Sorry, I don't be telling y'all as I just cue these things up, but like it literally does just be like, yo, like
I haven't seen that.
You need
I need to put that meme in the Discord because I need to see that.
I've been seeing that. It's been great. Saw someone post that in reference to how some of these Gen Xers were behaving themselves recently. I'm just like, yeah, no, this is.
It shows. Like there was no therapy back in my day. We just didn't look. We overlooked autism back in my day, and it shows. A lot of you motherfuckers needed help. A lot of you motherfuckers would have benefited from therapy instead of passing on your traumas. But no, we get titty animes because you never got anywhere until you became popular.
The ancestors for titty anime? Is that what's happening?
I'm blaming the last generation for titty anime because every time I go out and I be like, yo, why the fuck is this a thing?
You know, to be fair, when I sit back and think about the timeline, yeah, it would have to be.
Yeah. Like when you get younger mangaka that worked under people, you get things like Gachakuchi, which it shows.
The fact that you seriously sat there and called it Gachakuchi with a straight face. Didn't even bother to try and explain to people that the show is actually called Gachikakuta.
Yeah, go ahead, say that.
It is not
Gachikakuta.
It's Gachakuchi.
It's Gachiakuta. That first, and the show was a banger. Like, go sit down.
You know what? No, I tried to watch it and immediately got pissed off. I didn't even get to episode 2. Betrayal in the first episode is going to
I was so hot. Fucking hot.
Get past that. Because this motherfucker is like, he's like Aaron levels of angry at all times. This nigga's just like, yo, fuck this, fuck you.
My heart broke for that man. The last thing he saw before he gets knocked off the wall is his childhood crush saying, oh, spooky, bye.
You broke bitch, fuck this bear.
Listen, there is a character that I absolutely wish I had dreads, and I've never said this before because I would want to cosplay this motherfucker. He is voiced by one of my favorite voice actors, Zeno Robinson. Y'all would know him best as the voice of, most recently, he was Genya. He was Genya in Sword Art Demon Slayer. He is Go in Pokemon. He is the black voice that you always hear in everything. He's actually the android from the nigga from this meme. Like, he was the one that was running hands in Dragon Ball Super. Like, he's Hawks in My Hero Academia. He's the one that everybody confuses AJ Beckles, Don Okarone for.
That was a fantastic performance.
I'm not a dub person, but I do recognize his voice when I hear it in a character, and that man is having a good run. I mean,
he's on a solid fucking run right now.
That's what I was trying to see. That's what I was trying to tell my kids, like, because I've watched both. Like, right now we're doing One Piece, and I'm like, y'all would fucking love no, not One Piece. We're doing Bleach right now. I told him y'all would fucking love the person who does Mayuri's Japanese voice. That he also plays Caesar. Like, the guy is a legend over there. Y'all don't even understand. Like, the one thing that I actually did want to do, I'm gonna sit down and watch The Boys in Japanese because he plays Homelander.
I've seen that on Facebook. I've seen the clip.
It's like, oh, hold on.
Like, I was not expecting that laugh out of Homelander.
I wasn't.
But it was perfect.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
This Butcher to me always sounds like he's just pissed off and angry in a British voice. And like, that's funnier to me because like they're always like pip pip and cheerio. That nigga's just angry at all times and just very British. So I don't know if I could give that up because like I like hearing him call Huey a wanker at least 6 times an episode.
I mean,
The Boys made me realize that I am truly toxic because Butcher is my favorite character. And I know there's something wrong with me when I say that out loud.
It's not. There's a lot.
I feel like we're in the same boat. So like, if there's something wrong with you, put me in a padded cell next to yours so we can still talk shit about other characters.
Yeah, no, there's a lot to hate about Butcher Facts, but there's also a lot to respect.
I don't respect him, but I like the character.
I can respect a great descent into darkness kind of character. Because of everything that he's lost, it makes sense who he is, not just you're the dick to be a dick.
It's more when I say respect, I suppose it's more of I can see him as a human versus the complete monster that he actually is. Truly
a monster. Not a good man.
But
so if y'all like superhero shows, and I know I've been saying this for a fucking while, To Be Hero X just wrapped up season 1. It's 24 episodes. It's amazing. It has some great animation. It does like it flips back and forth between like CGI and like hand-drawn animation sometimes. Sometimes it's like different stories, but they mix together and they get to like a melting pot. So what the story is essentially it rewrites how to be a superhero. Like in their world, it's not, hey, I'm a superhero because I was born with the powers. No, you gain the power through trust value. So if no one trusts you, then you can't up your trust value in order to become a better person or a better hero. And like, you actually have to work for it. Like there was this one character, his name was Strongman. Like I think that was his name. Anyway, what happened was he was just a regular dude and then a building was falling down on a little girl and he held it up and he's just fucking John Henry in this fucking building off of her because it's the right thing to do. So many people were watching on the news, so many people were watching it live and they started to believe in him and he gained super strength. And it's like, that's a cool concept. So
power of friendship.
I mean, it sounds like that on...
It does, except for the fact that like fear doesn't exist in their world. So it's all trust and all like how can you manipulate this into being the person or the people that they think that they need you to see? And when he wasn't, then the girl basically turned in the hero killer Stain. And she was like, yo, you gotta go because you forgot what it meant to be a real hero. So it was a real like duality, and all in one episode. And this was like episode 3 or 4. This wasn't even like a main story. This was just like a side plot point in order for everybody to lead up to being X. Because in order to be X, oh, you got to run a hand tournament. Like they throw 10 heroes in, and then last one standing wins the title of Hero X. And you're like the main guy. You live in like a superhero tower, and it's like 10 levels, and X lives at the top. But the whole time you're going through the show, and you're like, damn, so who the fuck is X? Because you see all these like amazing superheroes, and you're like,
so superhero
like nigga yet. But that was my favorite of last season. This season I've been watching like To Your Eternity came back for season 3, so I'm very excited. I have not started One Punch Man. I'm trying to let the beat build on that joint. I'm going to go through the journey of letting my hero piss me off all over again because I've read the manga. Yeah, so I'm 2 episodes deep.
What everyone's hate there is, but we'll have that conversation after the season, I suppose.
And we will
get through the season, and we'll tell you exactly why we hate it. Like you don't even have to make it through the whole season. Just get to the part where I hate it the most.
There's so much to hate in the last season, so
oh yeah, but there's a specific part, and I think you know what it is. Like when Eraser shows up, that's when it's like,
oh, I understand. I already know what you meant.
Yeah, I was so mad.
I'm just gonna have to go ahead and just let y'all cook because look. Never mind.
We're not about to sit up here and spoil it because, like, to talk about that, we'd have to spoil the show.
We got 12 weeks, I think. Is it 12 weeks? Is that how many episodes we're getting this season? Not even 12 weeks, because it's already been 2.
Listen, the fake out deaths, the almost dying, it blows. Bakugo was supposed to die at least 3 times. That boy should have been dead. And I love Bakugo as a character.
Hey. Don't let your anger make you make mistakes. We're going to move on. We have to leave the MHA hate train alone. We're going to let everyone hate it themselves in a couple weeks. Come back here, talk to us about it. If you want to be pissed off, you want to join the He-Man Haters Club against MHA, I'll be there. I'm your president. I used to love
Absolutely. But now we hate it. And Monohoke stopped me like this.
Don't pull out the 9.
I felt all that energy.
I'm glad you decided to take that back. Something similar to the N-word. It's been great.
I had to. I've been hit with this way too many times. Every time I say some shit.
What have you been watching on the Hoke? What's been going on up there? You have a tendency to do more than watch Unga Bunga Shonen like me, because that's all I've been doing. Like there's stuff that I need to go through, but you know.
I'm so upset that you haven't finished Assassination Classroom, but we're gonna let
I already told you I had to start it over. All right, I was like right at the end of season 2. I mean, not season 2, but season 1. I was getting ready to go ahead and start season 2, but then I was like, oh, you know what? I've been watching this, and it's a little iffy, but my kids will enjoy this. We watch others. We watch worse together.
Why would you put them through that?
I mean, if I'm gonna go through it, I'm not going through it by myself. And
you're a terrible dad. I've never said that to you.
They haven't been spoiled on the ending, so you know I'll be able to actually really see the shit.
Why do we watch things that traumatize us? You mentioned To Your Eternity, and then you went to Assassination Classroom. I'm not even gonna talk about Assassination Classroom because Maul gonna beat that hole till you watch it.
Look, we all need at least one that's gonna break our heart for real. For me, that was like I think the very first season of Sword Art Online is the one time that was like the first time I was just like, oh, I feel something. That's not normal.
You never watched a Ghibli film then? Because what do you mean that's the first time?
I've watched Ghibli films, but I'm not gonna lie to you. I was too distracted by the brilliant art to really kind of be involved in the world. I watched Ghibli films like they were a picture. It's not bad. Fantastic work. I love every single one that I've seen, but it's not been.
The white need to be hit in his emotions. Like he need to be hit hard, apparently.
Nah, I'm just a sucker for romance stories, and I'm realizing that now and later on in my life.
Oh, romance. Okay.
It's not cash money. It's not.
It's not very cash money of you at all.
It is not.
Like, because you only watch shonens and then romance shows. Monohoke, please enlighten him as to what you've been watching so he can update his.
I'm a fan of seinens too. I just haven't seen it. I just haven't seen a good one recently.
See, but that's we watch the same shit. I love me a good romance anime. Sometimes I get tired of watching motherfuckers die. I want to see love blossom and people have happy endings.
Nah,
that's why you motherfuckers made me watch Apothecary Diaries, and I did not fall in love with it.
I haven't started that either, but it wasn't exactly on my list because I find just feudal China, not feudal, but imperial
very
China.
slow.
I find the storylines of imperial China to be nothing but just, this is stupid. Why are we acting like that?
So we're not going to put Apothecary Diaries in that box at all, okay? She's out here teaching bitches how to give Gawk 9,000 and making potions. This is not your regular one, okay? This is a never been kissed virgin out here giving these bitches the lesson that they need to be the best concubines that they can be.
And Momo should have went to jail. She should have gone to jail for even making medicines in general.
So it's the whole thing. It's like 12 episodes, the whole thing, isn't it?
I actually don't know. You know about me reading that manga. I don't know. It took too long. I was waiting on her to touch that man's dick, so I had to go and read it because it was taking too long.
So that happened in like season 2. That was crazy that took so long. And I was like, dog, but that man's not a eunuch. It's very easy to find out if he's a eunuch or not.
I'm sorry.
I mean, it is what it is. That's the eunuchs is honestly like 98% of my problem because they be on bullshit and it feels like they're on bullshit because they're eunuchs.
But this is the thing. That's why you have to watch it, because those eunuchs still be in there banging their heads on tables. That is my favorite part about Apothecary Diaries. And to be honest, a lot of the stuff that's in the novel is missing from, well, not a lot, but there are things that are mentioned in the novel that are missing from the anime. And I feel like the anime could benefit because them eunuchs is getting nasty with these women. They're not just back there being eunuchs. There's other stuff going on back there.
So the eunuchs are not eunuching, is what you're telling me. That is...
I mean, they only eunuchs because they're missing the equipment, not the desire. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, I suppose that's true. That's true.
It's a very good book. I say read the book if you can.
I think I'll do that because I read Shogun recently, and that book was way better than the show.
I'm not familiar with it. Let me do a Google search.
Oh yeah, no. Found out it was actually also part of the series. Like, I think it's like
this ain't the Shogun you talking about.
it's the it was that joint that was on Hulu that's on FX.
Oh, I didn't even realize that was a manga.
It's not a manga. It was just a book.
Oh, so he is supposed to be missing his dome and just have the top knot. Oh, okay, cool. Because I was very confused about the image that popped up.
How is this broken? Whatever. I'm over here breaking shit in my face. Just ignore me.
Let me drop that in there because this is what I saw when I opened it, and I was quite shocked because I thought we were also talking about a manga. So this was not my expectation in the least bit.
I'm being told to go watch To Your Eternity. I actually did start that one. I have not finished it. I only got like 2 episodes in.
It's very slow, but it has its action moments and it has like a lot of storyline. But like it's very fucking sad. Like it'll hit you in the feels so hard, and you be feeling for Fushi so fucking much. They be like, Fushi.
I gotta finish.
I still need to go watch episode 2 of season 3.
I decided I'm gonna go ahead and finish up Fruits Baskets first. I only got like 3 episodes into that, and then I was just like, I understand why you're a fan, but it's.
Oh, T convinced you?
It's not even necessarily that. It's just way too. It's slice of lifey, and y'all know how I feel about slice of life.
The greatest genre ever.
It's really the worst.
It does nothing for me.
I take it back. It's not the worst. Isekais are the worst.
Thank you. I thought we agreed on that.
Whoa, I do an isekai before I do a slice of life.
Because there's something wrong with you.
Truly, I love an overpowered character. Like, but I'd rather watch an isekai before I'd watch a slice of life anime. Like, honestly, I almost hit y'all and was like, yo, should I start this or should I start that? But I knew exactly what y'all would say if I asked about a certain anime. And I was like, nah, I'm never going to admit to not watching that because you'd have my ass.
What did you watch?
Monster.
Oh.
See, all right, it's on my list to watch next.
Yeah, no.
All right.
I've not actually heard about that. I mean, I think I've heard of it before, but I've never seen it.
I heard it was really good, and like it came out in a time where like there was so much dope ass anime dropping that like it flew right over my list, and I never went back for it.
Isn't it incomplete though?
Is it?
I thought it was incomplete. I don't know if they wrapped it.
There was a lot of anime that was coming out around that time frame that just didn't get finished, actually. Now I sit back and think about it. I think Deadland Wonderland came out around that same time.
Please stop bringing up Deadland Wonderland.
I can't because I need there to be public awareness about this show so it can get finished.
Listen, this is why I tell people to read.
What?
I said this is why I tell people to read because you know that manga had an ending to it and it deserved to like. If you are a fan of Deadman Wonderland, just go read the manga. They are never coming back with another anime, to my knowledge, because the mangaka died, and those property rights kind of get muddled when people die. So you know, just go read the manga.
He finished it, right?
She did finish it before she died.
I need them to take better care of themselves. Period.
I mean, they can't when they work 97 hours.
I mean, did you see the way that this like fall anime list dropped?
I did. It's a lot going on here.
It's a lot.
A whole lot. And honestly, is anybody really excited about this list? I mean, I do have a few things that
I am excited about more Spy Family. I'm glad that we're gonna get to the end of My Hero so I can actually have this conversation with y'all on air. I'm not super excited about One Punch Man.
I kind of want to see it. Like part of me is like, yeah, I love the like goofiness of it, But the other part of me is like, I wish there were other things coming back. Like, To Your Eternity coming back is dope. There's a few other animes that I'm excited to see come back, but like for the most part, not really. Like, I wait between the months and be like, all right, so what's coming up now? Or what's this? All right, when is this coming back?
I think I'm more excited about winter. I really think I am more excited about winter because the winter lineup is supposed to be
JJK is coming back in January.
Hey,
We get the end of Fire Force.
we're getting Solo Leveling coming back around the same time we're getting JJK. That's like the winter. It's gonna be a meal, but
Yeah. So how are y'all feeling about the movies becoming the next season? Because that's what we got with Demon Slayer. We're getting the next season of Chainsaw Man through a movie because personally, I'm still gonna see it. I feel bad for Denji every time. I love this down bad ass motherfucker. Like, sue me. I'm the problem here.
I'm not a fan of the model, but in some cases I understand it. Demon Slayer, especially with where it's at in its story. Y'all read that. Y'all know exactly how that paneled out and how compact yet thick every single one of them parts of the story was. So for this, I get it. But for them to hold the standard that they've been putting up when it comes down to the episodes, I'm okay with it. I haven't read Chainsaw Man, so I don't know what that paneled out like with this particular arc. But
it was very quick. Like,
then it's probably
I
best.
didn't think this arc would be a movie.
Then it's probably best because
Which arc is this that they're making the movie of? I
the
read
Bond
the
Girl arc.
That was it's not even memorable to me.
Right. Because it happened so quick and then it led into everything else. But it was just like, it was almost like a setup arc to the bigger arc that was to come and the closeout of like the first part of Chainsaw Man. Because that's essentially what happens after this. Like, you get very quickly into the next part and they left you on such a mean cliffhanger because the next chapter you find out, oh shit, some real shit's happening.
That's what I'm saying. Like in certain spots, you kind of have to do it like that. JJK did that with their prequel arc too. So I mean, there are times where it's called for to do the 2-hour movie and dump everything that you can into it. I mean, and is it a little bit of a money grab? Yeah, but
absolutely
a lot of bit of a money grab.
But I will concede that sometimes for the sake of good pacing in this 2025, you might be better off doing the movie. Get the one 2-hour experience, break in as much as you can, and then move on to the next thing. But I'm not gonna necessarily say that it's good for anime overall. I don't want to.
Terrible. And I feel like it blocks
fucking
out
trash because this didn't need to be 3 movies.
And that's my thing. Not only are you making it 3 movies, you're not done until 2029. On top of that, you're not allowing any digital releases for a year after the movie's release. Not everybody can afford to go to the fucking movies.
The fallout from that part of it is definitely the most trash aspect of it. But in regards to the pacing, I can't necessarily say that the movie's idea was a bad idea, especially considering the first one was damn near 3 hours.
But that would have been better as a show. Like, you gave us a slow ass Swordsman Village.
Look at it like this. The way that Ufotable has been working on that show in terms of its pacing, we've been getting Demon Slayer, like 12 episodes of it every 2 years anyway, right?
Demon Slayer, in my opinion, is carried not by a great story, but by animation.
It's carried by character development and it's great art. That is the only thing carrying that franchise right now, okay? not the story. There's a difference between the character development and the story. You know this. Think about it.
Yeah, but like the character development doesn't really happen until you get further in. Like Tanjiro's a fully established character, but you don't get the backstory of Inosuke until the second movie. That's literally where you're going to get it for non manga readers. And that's crazy that that's how far you have to be for a beloved character.
You are a manga reader. It's not until the end either.
Right. I always thought it was weird that we didn't know the story until that late either. But for real, I was okay with it.
Came at the best time. I think the way that they showed it was amazing. I feel like you really got to feel the impact of it because so far Inosuke has just been here. He's just been a fighter. He's like,
that's what I said.
He didn't have any attachment to it. But at this point, fucking chef's kiss.
Right.
I enjoyed it.
The character development in the show is that and the art style. That's all that's carrying it. And because of how bite-sized the seasons have been, the show's been running since 2016, 2018, something like that.
Has it been that long?
Has it really been going for that long?
Not 16. It wasn't 16, but it's
maybe
been
2019.
19 sounds better. Right before COVID went in.
I feel like JJK and Demon Slayer dropped in that mid-COVID bubble between 19 and 20.
The manga dropped that back then for sure. I don't know about the look. Hold on. There's no need to guess this. We have Google.
And you know what?
We live in the future.
Interesting that you give Demon Slayer so much flack when Chainsaw Man is actually a boring-ass story. Let's just be honest. It's boring as fuck.
It's super fucking dry. It is as dry as some stories can be. Some chapters are literally
oh shit. I was right. The manga started in 2016. Crazy.
That is crazy.
And the anime started in 2019. So yeah, 2019. We've been getting that since 2019. We've only been getting a season every 2 years for real. It's the same pace as a movie schedule anyway, but now they're going to get a movie budget. Let them have this.
No, I'm not upset at the movies at all because of how much money they gross. I'm upset at how gross the animation and the studios are going to get and how greedy they can get because they know that there's money out there and people are going to shell it out. Some people have gone to see Chainsaw Man. Demon Slayer 3-4 times. I'm not telling you how to spend your money, but knowing that it's not releasing for a year afterwards when this is the only way to get story progression, how do you treat those kids who parents won't sign off on an R-rated movie or can't get to it because it just doesn't show in their theaters because it's a limited run at limited times at this, at that, and then it's done.
I agree with you wholeheartedly with everything you just said. I will also say that if we are getting this when it's a situation when the alternative was animators being overworked and not being paid correctly, I mean, I say that from the standpoint of hopefully they are getting their cut of how well this movie is doing. But I mean, we already saw what went down with JJK and May work schedule. We already seen what happened with the Spider-Man movies and May work schedule. I don't like seeing animators get railroaded like this. So if it's a situation where we get a better product and they actually have time to work it because it's a 2 or 3 year, because it's an actual 2 year window that they actually have 2 years to work in versus it being a year and then we start running episodes and within that next year you have to finish the season.
6 years, 3 movies is crazy. Avengers did it back to back. They said, yo, we're going to leave you on a cliffhanger and we'll be back next year.
You are absolutely right. But I mean, There's worse things. We could have an Attack on Titan situation again where we just don't know what's happening with the studio.
Yeah. And Attack on Titan was mostly built on hype. If not for the hype, imagine if they would have went to the movie theaters and said, all right, the rumbling's only happening in the theaters.
I'd be pissed.
Would have been.
Super pissed.
For facts.
Because they hit us with the final season part 2, the final season part 3, the final season part 4, and kept having you come back. And it's like, yo, how many times are you going to hit me with the final season, the final part? Just release it.
Again,
but that's where we're at.
Like I said, that's background studio nonsense. I don't think that was a money grab. As a matter of fact, I know that wasn't a money grab. They started having animator issues in season 2. And then they went to the same studio. And then in season 4, they went to Mappa, who was already doing JJK and doing JJK well around that time frame. So they were already overworking the fuck out of those animators.
Listen, I love my friends in the art industry. I would never say anything elsewise about my friends in the art industry. Shout out to all the animators, the creators, to everybody. But you know what you sign up for in a job. That's like saying, yo, this is too stressful for me right here. You know who you're working for.
You can't. No, you want everyone out here looking like Gigi writing with a broken hand. I can't.
Exactly. When you watch so many mangaka go through like health issues and it's all due to stress and overwork because of deadlines, you cannot say that.
That's what I'm saying.
You love
we are named after Togashi. He broke his back writing Yu Yu Hakusho.
Which is why I'm saying what I'm saying. Like, if the model has to switch, especially for the weirder paced seasons like this last bit of Demon Slayer is, especially when they committed the crime, personally speaking, of making the Hashira training arc its own season. I saw that shit coming out and I'm like, oh, the Demon Slayer fans are about to be pissed because that's not gonna be a thing.
When it was rumored 3 movies, I laughed because I thought that shit was hilarious. When it actually became true, that stopped being funny.
It made perfect sense to me when they said it. As soon as they said it, I was like, damn, that's going to suck, but it makes perfect sense.
So I'm looking forward to not being disappointed like this anymore. Like I don't want this to be the norm. I really don't. And it's why I prefer like the smaller, more indie animes. When things get hyped like Demon Slayer, you never get to see the end. I don't want to wait 15 years to see the end of the damn anime that I'm watching. I want a conclusion. I want to get to the end and say, wow, that was an amazing adventure. I love that. When you stretch it out like this, I get bored. If I hadn't read the manga, I'd be done by now.
That's just editors. One Piece would have definitely been done by now.
It needs to be. And I love One Piece.
Like, y'all, like, One Piece was supposed to be the East Blue arc. That was basically it. Like, if you go back,
I would have been fine with that. Like, if One Piece ended 3-4 years ago, like, give me a satisfying ending without so many breaks. Wrap this the fuck up and let's go. If you tell me One Piece is ending in the next 2 years, give me a satisfying ending. Let's wrap this the fuck up and let's go. Like, I'm not here. I'm here for the long journey, but I'm not here forever. I'm not trying to wait because you already moved me to seasonal. So now I have to wait 2 weeks for the next episode to come out. I know that you're getting ready for Elbad. I can see that because you're busy at Comic-Con dropping teasers and shit. Give me what the fuck I've been asking for. We waited from the fact that they mentioned giants back in, what was that? 2000? 2001?
See, that's not an anime issue at that point. These stories can only get printed as they are. Otherwise, we find ourselves in a situation where we're looking like the animators going off on their own thing. And while they can do that occasionally, a la Full Metal Alchemist, sometimes it looks like Tsubasa Chronicle, and that's not what we want here.
But in Full Metal Alchemist, you got more of what you wanted because by watching both, you get the backstories
You're not.
the feels and the actual story combined.
You're missing my point. Not everyone's gonna execute that. Sometimes you get that. Sometimes you get Naruto or Bleach filler. So that's the point here is if we're gonna rush the animators, we're gonna have to let them get their own writers and stuff like that, or we're gonna have to be looking at them like, or they're gonna get the George R.R. Martin treatment, and the mangakas are gonna stop and they're gonna work full time on the show, and then we're gonna be looking at them like finish a fucking book. So what I'm trying to say is
is that not what's happening with Oda now?
It's an editor issue. If the editors feel like they got something hot in the magazine, they're gonna run it. And that's what happened to One Piece. That's what happened to Dragon Ball. That's what happened to Yu Yu Hakusho with that last season and that last arc. Editors get involved. They extend things out. So
with that in mind, I have one final question about y'all. Have y'all read Kagurabushi, and do you see it taking off in the same direction? Because the way that the hype is, and the fact that we're getting an anime adaptation soon, I feel like that might be shown in next Golden Child.
I don't know. I have not read it.
I'm not either. Like you said, Kagurabushi.
I might listen. I don't speak Japanese. I have not been on Duolingo. I am not planning my Tokyo trip anytime soon.
Okay, I lie. I have heard about this one, and I don't know. How long has it been running so far? Let's see. Oh, it's only 2 years old. That's way too soon to tell. It's not.
But it's getting an anime adaptation.
Yeah, it's on schedule for that. Like they usually pull the trigger on an anime within 2 to 3 years of its run. Like, if it's going to get animated by that time. Gachi Yakuta is, for example, only like a 3-year-old. It's like a 3-year-old. It's like a 3-year-old manga.
I mean, Gachakuchi, it's coming along.
About Demon Slayer, it got its anime within 3 years, and probably got announced that too. So it's on time. Now, as far as if this is about to be the next Golden Child, who knows? Only the future can tell. I haven't read it yet, so I'm not sure. Although in the Pokemon chats, this one's actually pretty hype. So I guess it might be.
It's about as hype as Boruto is, and I've read Boruto. Did not like it. I had to quit. It is the only manga that I can tell you I quit midway through. Will not go back for.
Isn't Boruto seasonal now?
Bro, I've never even watched Boruto. I've gotten through the movie, and that was about it.
That's fair. I stopped watching it after that filler arc where they killed my boy. I was like, damn, y'all off. Not only did you off screen Anoki, but you did it in a filler arc. Y'all are some bitches.
I've never watched it, read it, never had any. Once I saw that they made Naruto look like a white man.
Yeah.
I kind of
he went from the ultimate knucklehead to a white man that disregarded his child, and it's like, nah, you're not gonna play with my boy like this.
Making him a deadbeat really threw me off. Like, I already was upset about some of the writing choices in Naruto as a whole, and then you made him a deadbeat. Like there's a lot of things that I just can't stand. You made Sakura go through all of that shit in Naruto, and you make her suffer more by making her
being a single mom.
Why didn't she marry Rock Lee? That would have made more sense. Why is she married to Sasuke?
Right. Like, why is it just because of the power? Like, are you trying to tell me that that's the only reason that they got married? Because this nigga's always gone, and he's never not seen as the ninja he was. Like, everybody views him as like, oh, you're Naruto's best friend. And it's like, yo, bro tried to kill everybody. It was on sight. I'm just gonna really gloss over that. Like, I would gloss over.
They did gloss over a lot.
Just everything. And it's like, yo, I can't be as forgiving as y'all are.
I mean,
I'm gonna have to accept that.
they looked at Sasuke and said, "Time served." I don't know what to tell you.
But didn't they do the same? Okay, y'all gotta correct me. Orochimaru also works in the Leaf Village.
They definitely looked at Orochimaru and said, "How many times you done died? Time served."
He literally killed the Hokage in the village.
He does have a. He does.
Keep in mind, Naruto would have done that same thing, but Naruto had to forgive him. He let him drink spoiled milk.
He really did kill a head of state, retire from being the mad scientist, and enroll his child in the school system.
Don't forget that he worked in a terrorist organization before he went off and stole a young boy.
It's like Osama bin Laden coming back and saying, "Hey, here's my son. He needs to go to this boarding school here."
And they were just like, seemed legit. I'll take him in. And like, what is this? Like, hold on, dog. Like, what are we doing here? Like, how do we get to this part of Naruto where he's just one-handed? I'm always at work. None of the other Hokages worked as hard as Naruto does. Like, every one of them had a regular life. You could see them around the village. You could see them handling shit, but they were on top of it. This nigga consistently has to live inside the office.
You also got to think about it, though. The consummate knucklehead getting an actual 9 to 5, the man has no real-time management skills. He never had it. Never.
That's not true. Naruto was not a bad kid. He just was very hyperactive and looking for attention. When he got it, he boiled down and got to his studies. Naruto was a very quick study. You have to remember that he took a sacred scroll, learned it very quickly, and then used it in the same time frame. Like, he went from I can't make a single shadow clone to I can make mass-produced ones. Naruto was a genius in his own right.
That shows how bad of a teacher Iruka was. Because all he did was read a book. He's been in your class for years, and you couldn't teach him shit.
So is it so the question becomes, is it because everyone else did fine in their classwork and stuff like that? It was really Naruto who, like, even Shikamaru and Choji, who ditched class with Naruto, could do their own thing.
But they also came from a clan where they practiced and they were taught their lessons from their parents. Their parents put a lot of pressure on them, but Naruto didn't have that. And where the village was supposed to be like, hey, let me look out for you because I understand what you went through. Every parent was just like, nah, he's the one. And it's like, yo, y'all know his pops was the fourth Hokage. At least half of y'all owed this motherfucker your life. And y'all still treated this nigga with such disdain that it was fucking crazy. Like, watching Naruto as an adult really makes me want to throw hands with all of these adults in the room.
And you know
because
what?
Y'all let this little boy down.
The worst part about that is them like, yeah, we're not gonna tell him who his daddy was because we got to keep this little motherfucker humble. He don't need to know who his parents were. You didn't even tell him.
That is crazy. They said
you don't tell him anything about his clan. He knows nothing about his mother's clan. Nothing. You couldn't even tell him about his mom. If you wanted to humble him with his dad, you couldn't even mention his mama because there's no record of their marriage in the village.
None. Like, you could have been like, yo, you're an Uzumaki, and this is what the Uzumakis do. This is why you have such large chakra reserves. This is who you are. This is what you genetically got. You're thinking you're not special at all. Whole time, you're genetically blessed.
Hold on.
Why does he have his mother's last name if his parents were married? They changed his birth certificate.
Yeah, they named him Uzumaki versus Namikaze.
Namikaze. Because they could have.
No,
that was a whole choice on them.
Time out. I understand that Minato didn't really have a ton of family. He was by himself for the most part. But the Uzumakis are not an extinct clan. Don't he have cousins?
No. Yeah, Kari was his cousin.
Hell, I was about to say, wasn't Pain his cousin? I mean, not Pain, but fucking, what's that man's name?
Nagato? I mean, Nagato was his cousin. They were absolutely cousins. They were from the same clan. and it glossed over it. Like there was so much stuff in Naruto when you rewatch it, you're like, why didn't they say that? Why they do that?
Watching bro, that's why I'm not doing the Boruto thing because
you can't. Like,
you know what?
My homies that watched it, but
I feel like this is an editor issue too. Like, because why did everybody have children at the same time?
You know what my theory is on that. Don't make me repeat it.
I'm not putting I will not have those. I'm not having those words come out of my mouth on the internet. Fuck you.
Listen, I'm not saying that they didn't, but all of their children being born at the same time and Chocho being born at the same time says that it was a probably mixed village party.
Editor shenanigans, man. That's all I got to say.
The village hidden in the leaves.
Hey, Choji went to the village hidden in the thunder. All right, he was like, "Yo, I don't fuck with none of these white women. Where's the chocolate girl at?"
Choji's the only one who didn't show up, and I can respect him for that.
Nah, Choji didn't show up for them. Choji did not want the same girls that he used to play with, and they called him fat. He wanted someone that didn't see him as fat. He wanted somebody that seen him skinny with butterfly wings. Bitch, I saved your friend. What we doing here?
You're really chose well. No. I take it back. And Rock Lee. Rock Lee won at the end of the fucking day. I don't care what anyone says. I don't even know who this
is. Fucking haircut wouldn't let him through. That was the bodyguard standing on the door.
The fact that Rock Lee has a child means that he finally got over Sakura. That's the W.
Well, where's the wife?
I don't know.
10. Tell me otherwise.
Tengen would technically make that an L. Never mind.
But she'd never claim him. She'd never say, "Yo, that's my man. That's my son." Nah, you and that yeehaw head ass nigga gotta go. You were a substitute one night for Neji, and I had to pop out this nigga 9 months ago. 9 months later, and y'all got to get the fuck out of here.
You know what? Let's talk again about the Rock Lee disrespect, because I started rewatching Naruto with my child.
That is.
And first of all, you give this nigga nothing but hands, okay? We fall in love with him because he's throwing them bitches, right? And then you break his fucking legs and tell him.
And he never wins a fight. He never won a clean fight.
Okay? Then you get him drunk, a little underage drinking, right? Then he goes and he fucks his shit up more. The fucking guy, sensei, prodigy, whole life ruined. No longer able to really be a combatant. And then he goes off into Boruto, has a child with some mystery woman, and she leaves him alone. He gets no happiness, none.
And
y'all kill his rival,
no,
his friend. Come on.
I feel like the reason we don't see Rock Lee's girl is because she's at home. She's not a ninja.
Yeah, but they would have said that.
He's not a ninja anymore because they took his fucking legs. Dwight.
This is the niggas that said a water jutsu is a jutsu you create a water.
Recovery by the time that Tsunade became Hokage.
He did a what?
He made a full recovery.
Right, but if you go back and watch Naruto, did you not see the trauma and the PTSD that he went through during that whole recovery leading up to the Kimimaru fight and following it?
And then he went into the Great Ninja War and performed admirably. So I mean,
and who else had to go through that level of trauma? Which one of the other ones?
Nobody.
I mean,
like Kiba and Akamaru just got stronger and kept peeing on people. Shino was low key the GOAT. Shino never lost a fight, and they kept him outside of all the fights. Man showed up to every fight and won every fight.
The Arubame clan, you know them. You know those are Anbu class characters. They keep them in the background for specifically this reason.
But the fact that you left him at home on the Sasuke retrieval mission. And he was the only one catching bodies the entire time.
That was disrespectful. Like, why wasn't he on that mission? Because he was gone. I think he was on a mission with Court. Like that whole. Yeah, Kurenai's team was not in town. That was why he didn't.
It's also not true because Kiba was there.
Kiba was there.
Yeah.
Why?
Why didn't they get Shino?
Because Kiba was the weakest fucking link, and Shino would have been better. But to give it some sort of struggle where you need the Sand Ninjas to come in, even the fact that Shino would have been there would have been a better reunion because he defeated the Sand Ninja. Like, the fact that you don't show up is crazy. It's disrespect.
You need to build tension. You don't build tension by having Goku there.
I just watched Goku get his ass whooped by Usagi.
A lot. Goku loses a lot. Like, Goku loses more than he wins. Goku's never beat Vegeta. So everybody that's like, yo, Vegeta's my favorite, I understand that. Because Goku's never beat this nigga.
No, look, I don't understand why people want to count that whole situation in the Blue Saga. Like, I will give you that Goku's never beat Vegeta before that.
Never beat him after that either. He had every opportunity and he still never won.
So you're counting the cheap shot during the Buu Saga as a W for Vegeta. That's what we're doing. That's what we're doing.
You not? Like, do you not count a win as a win?
No.
Only the cheated fight says that.
There are no rules in fighting. Like, it's not like, oh, that was a cheat move when Goku bit someone, because he bites people in every fight.
Yes, it is a cheat move when he go around biting people, but they typically speak.
It's a life and death fight. I'm fighting to my life and death. Like, if I gotta bite you to win the fight, I'm gonna bite you.
Yes, but the fight was already over. And the reason it was over was because Vegeta was not going to win. Which is why he said, all right, I'll help you go fight Majin Buu.
Listen, don't get me started on the continuity issues of Dragon Ball Z, because the fact that he was dead and didn't want to put strain on his dead body by going Super Saiyan 3
for what was essentially a scrimmage in Goku's mind. Bro, come on.
The motherfucker went evil and told you, I killed all of these people in your face, and then you just said, we'll wish them back later. Let's fight.
Have you not listened to how flippant Goku is about the Dragon Balls?
But it's the idea that, like, human lives were just traded for a wish.
Which is why he needed his. Which is why he said, "All right, that's enough of this. You need your ass beat." But
wait a minute. Do we see Goku as a hero? We don't think that Goku's a hero,
no,
right?
No,
Oh, okay. I'm just making sure.
Absolutely the fuck not.
Never what I was trying to say. However, he does have, however, unlike, say, Luffy, for example, Goku actually does have a moral compass. It doesn't necessarily always point to not to the correct thing, but it's there, and you can tell it's there.
You can?
Sometimes. Goku does right by his friends. Goku does not do right by the entire world at all times. You challenge niggas that can destroy the world and the universe regularly to come run your feed.
He did.
And they do.
Definitely tempting fate with that whole Beerus situation. He was tempting fate with Vegeta during the
Red Ribbon Army. The Vegeta, all the Saiyans.
The Red Ribbon Army, because the Red Ribbon Army picked that fight with Goku. where
did they pick that fight with Goku, or did Goku go through, keep coming through, destroying their bases? Because I remember when Goku destroyed their base and went into their shit.
They stole his grandfather's Dragon Ball. That was when the fight got picked.
Everybody tried to come after that Dragon Ball.
Yes, but they were.
What I'm saying is, Goku was never the hero.
Successful. And once we got world-ending implications, guess what happened? Master Roshi, his teacher, had helped Goku point his moral compass into them. And guess what he did? He went into them, and now we don't have a Red Army anymore.
if Goku were to be taught by anybody else, he would have went for the same evil villain scheme as anybody else. If Vegeta was there, if Raditz showed up, if somebody else were there, Goku would not have the same moral compass. All Goku wants to do is fight.
Head trauma's a son of a bitch, and the fighting thing is apparently just nature.
Yeah,
down to that particular species. That's why I said this man's not a hero, obviously, but in the general sense of is he a good guy or is he a bad guy? Goku generally plays in the good guy camp.
Well, speaking of Goku, I guess the three of us will probably be back tomorrow putting Goku's best friend, Sunny Strait, also known as Krillin or Usopp, if you watch One Piece, because, you know, as we travel around, I've learned all these like voice actors. I'm putting respect on their name, but not tomorrow. Tomorrow, Dwight is actually trying to put Usopp in jail. And I, as the good guy I am, will be here to defend another Straw Hat in this RICO charge. So if you like what you see, if you want to support us, come on back tomorrow. We'll be back at about 7-ish, 7:30-ish. We kind of be on CP time, you know, mostly be me. I be dealing with children. But yeah, we'll be back tomorrow. We got the trial of Usopp. We are continuing with our RICO case on the Straw Hats. If Diddy can get 4 years, I can get Usopp off. That boy did nothing wrong.
Man's responsible for all types of fraud, bro. All types.
You gonna have to prove it in court. Like, you gonna have to prove it. I'd like to see the evidence. I'd like to hear the argument, because at this point, my boy did nothing wrong. You just trying to blame a black man. You're just like you blamed a woman. Now you bringing your judgment towards a black man.
See his name.
This shit right
That's
here.
why.
This shit right here. Tired of y'all.
You know, we'll be back for more of Dwight's racist and misogynistic views tomorrow. And if you have no idea what I'm talking about, go back and rewatch The Trial of Nami, where I did my best to defend her, and I was taken down by two misogynists that just did not want to see the woman walk free, although she was innocent. But you know, what do I know? Anyway, I'm your favorite friendly neighborhood menace, Maul. You find me on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, all the same name, BlerdxTrapHouse. On Facebook, you can find me at UNAB Network. I am usually half of the part putting up all the shit posting on the page. So if you hate it, it's Brittany. If you love it, it's me. Mona Hoke, where can they find you at?
I'm sorry. I hope Brittany.
No, I'm confused by that too.
I'm not gonna wish bad on you, but I hope she grab you and just like ball up your lips. Anyway,
she's fighting a baby right now. She can't hear me.
Instagram, TikTok, Steam, Twitch. Type in Princess Monahoke. If you find it, it's me. If it's not me, let me know.
Report that hoe if it's not you. Mr. Zorro, where can they find you at?
Tripping, but I'm here every weekend for the most part, so you know you don't have to look far. That
Can't even call you Black Zorro because that's a real conundrum.
I mean, look, y'all the one who want to make it weird. I don't know where this is coming from, because clearly, but you know, it's whatever.
Don't know where this is coming from as well. All right, y'all. We're gonna see y'all on the next one before we gotta take him back down. We out.
Cause I seen heroes save the dark inside instead of light. I'm a